Well, it's a pleasure to be with you, all of you, this afternoon. For the next 30 minutes, I'd like you to travel with me to New London, Connecticut, to a cottage called Monte Cristo Cottage. It's on the Thames River, not that one in London, but the one in Connecticut. And to spend some time, to spend more than a half a day with the Tyrone family. And I'm talking about Eugene ONeill's Long Day's Journey into Night. All right, well, let's start with some of the basics. There are two metaphoric themes that run throughout the play. The theme of the ghost and the theme of the fog. And so we're going to be talking about those as we go along. I have no conflicts of interest. If you're really interested in Eugene ONeill's life, The Life in Four Acts is a wonderful biography that I'd recommend to anyone. So we're going to talk a little bit about ONeill, the playwright, because I don't think you can discuss a play, and especially a play that has the magnitude and the importance of this in the American theater, without really understanding the playwright. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we're going to have three clips from the 1962 version of this movie that starred Jason Robards and an all-star cast at that particular point. And there are going to be three clips. The first is The Fog, the second I've entitled The Jailer, and the third is You're My Frankenstein. And these are all taken from quotes from the play. And I'd like to stop at the end of each of these and just get your reaction to these. And as we go through these, I'd like you just to ask yourself a couple of questions. What am I seeing here? So put your clinician's hat on a little bit and just take a look at what's going on between the characters. And then ask yourself, what are my questions? What would I want to know more from these particular characters as we go along? And then we'll have some additional discussion. Now, this is a picture, I think a very important picture of Eugene ONeill on the left, taken around 1941 when Long Day's Journey was being started. This was a really difficult play for ONeill to write. At this time, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, which turned out later probably to be kind of a chronic spinocerebellar degeneration. The diagnosis wasn't correct. But in any case, he had come to nearly the end of his, 11 years before his death, nearly the end of his literary career. And at this point, the dog that you see down at the left had died. And this was for ONeill, this was absolutely devastating, and his wife, Carlotta. World War II was just beginning. We were just entering the war. And ONeill was beginning to see that the handwriting was on the wall. And so there were ghosts that he had been dealing